Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News for April 19th, 2023. Stand up for your country. Can you believe that in just 4 months, the first presidential debate will be held? And both parties right now, pretty chaotic, are they not? It's not focused at all. And the Fox News settlement yesterday will influence how the presidential primaries will unfold, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So we did a search to find out if any news organization, one, said anything positive about Fox News yesterday. The answer is no. 100% of the news coverage was negative. So I got a letter from Dan Schmidt, who lives in East Hampton, New York. He says, just wondering if this settlement will have any lasting impact on the Republican Party primary or the presidential election of 2024. It's an excellent question, Dan. So the answer is yes, it will, because Fox News is going to be distracted. There's another lawsuit coming up, Smartmatic, and I'll get into that. It's not nearly what this is. The Smartmatic lawsuit is much smaller. But Newsmax has to go through Dominion, and that's the other conservative channel. Then OANN is there, but that doesn't reach very many people anymore. So anyway, I talked about the impact, the presidential impact of this whole thing with Doug Schoen yesterday. Roll the tape. Yeah, but it's his polarizing point of view that I still think he could adjust to. But without, the Fox News machine behind him, and I don't think most people have taken this into consideration, Trump loses a lot of power.
He does, but his ability to communicate, Bill, using alternative channels of communication has been second to none. I say in my book, Power, that he controls the dialogue every day, whether it be Twitter, Truth Social, whatever.
Okay. Now, the management of Fox News does not support Donald Trump for president. However, some of the so-called talent, the hosts, the pundits, still do. And I don't expect them to be silenced. They're not going to do that. However, the amount of time devoted to Trump and his rallies and all of that will be severely cut down. In 2016, Fox News Channel and all the other news agencies on television gave Trump an amazing amount of exposure because he was a ratings driver. He drove the ratings up. I was there. I saw it right day to day. And then the liberal news agencies, that's 80% of them on television, they started to figure out, he might beat Hillary Clinton. So the coverage, which in the beginning was more like, look at this guy, became negative toward Trump. But he was still on all the time. In 20, he wasn't on quite as much, and by then he was the devil in the media. It was the absolute devil. Okay, so things have changed. Now, with Fox News not behind him, again, the management doesn't want him to be president, it throws everything. And DeSantis knows this, the main rival, of course, Governor DeSantis. He knows he's going to get much more favorable treatment on Fox than Trump will. But I don't know, and I analyzed it, I don't know of anybody, Fox talent, that's really behind DeSantis now. There are a few that lean his way, but it's not like it was with Trump, where you had a bunch of people going, Trump's got to have him. Not like that. So anyway, all of this comes into how Americans are going to get their information about the presidential election. Since Rush Limbaugh's death, talk radio has declined. Conservative talk radio. There is no liberal talk radio. Doesn't exist nationally. Maybe locally, but nationally, tried it, Air America, unbelievable bomb. Because they're so sanctimonious, that's why. But anyway, Limbaugh was a huge, huge force to drive conservative voters, Republican voters to the polls. He's gone, and that void is there. Conservative radio still does pretty well. I saw the ratings from March today. And thank you all on WABC listening to us right now. We do very, very well at 9 o'clock at night. They take the No Spin News and they broadcast it on the Common Sense band. So anyway, just summing up, you are going to go into an election where both parties are chaotic. Biden, I don't think, is going to run. I've told you that from the very beginning. The diminishment of Joe Biden is stunning. They're keeping it from the public. The press won't report it anyway. But this time next year, I don't know if that man's even going to be able to get out of the House. I mean, that's how fast he's declining. But they have no one else on the Democratic side. Republican side, it looks like Trump against DeSantis, but it's fractured all over the place, and that's the memo. All right, the Smartmatic thing, just very briefly. It's just a small company based in London. It consolidated in Delaware. That's where most corporations go because they have a low tax rate there. It only has 7 employees in Boca Raton, Florida. It only did one thing in the 2020 election, and that was in Los Angeles County. They had Smartmatic machines. Well, LA County voted 10-1 for Biden, but Smartmatic didn't really have much of a role in that election. Nevertheless, it's suing Fox News and Newsmax and everybody else for billions of dollars. In addition, Lou Dobbs, Maria Bartiromo, Jeanine Pirro, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, the litany. Now, Smartmatic has an advantage because it can get legally all of the depositions and all of the data that Dominion accumulated. That can go to Smartmatic. And if they're smart, they'll take it. Okay? So they don't have to do a lot of their homework. They already have it handed to them. However, Fox News filed a counter lawsuit saying this is ridiculous. You've only got 7 employees and they're only in one county and you're suing us for billions of dollars. It's crazy. So I don't expect this to, rise to any level of importance, but it's a distraction. And of course, as we went over yesterday, the bigger distraction for Newsmax is Dominion. They got to answer Dominion. And Newsmax can't afford to pay any judgment. And put them right out of business. President's schedule today goes to Accokeek, Maryland, and tells everybody that his economic vision is working. Okay. It's not. And I'll give you just one stat. This is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So it's the federal government stat. Under Biden's regime, 2 years plus, the average American family has lost $7,400 in income. It's a lot of money. So Biden can go and tell you the economy's great and he's cutting this and cutting that. That's it. That's all you need to know. Average family, $7,400 light. And that's because of inflation. So if you get a raise, it doesn't go up as much as inflation goes up. So you're spending more than you're taking in. That's the stat. That's all. That's all you need to know. Will Biden ever acknowledge it? Of course not. Will anybody even ask him about it? No. It's so absurd. All right, this is tax week. Joe and Jill. All right. I don't want to be disrespectful. This is amusing to me. So last year they made $579,514. Pretty nice, right? They paid $138,000 in federal income tax. They donated $20,000 to charity. That's 3.5% of their gross. I mean, that's paltry. Paltry. 3.5, that's it? And he has a history. The Bidens have a history of not giving anything. In 2021, they gave 2.8. So they're actually up 7%. So they don't give any money to charity. How about Kamala and Doug? They made $457,000 last year. They paid $94,000 in federal income tax. They donated $23,000 to charity. That's 5% of the gross. That's 5% is That's about average, I would say. However, last year they only, and I got them on this, they only donated 1.3%, and that's embarrassing. So these are the people who want our money, tax money, but they don't give anything to charity. So you make the call. Well, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your people and pulled your business through the pandemic. And now you could qualify for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Government funds are available to reward companies with 2 or more employees who stayed open during COVID. This is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Nobody knows about this more than the CPAs and tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do the work and share a percentage of the cash they get back for you. Even those businesses who took PPP loans can qualify. Nonprofits and churches as well. So let covidtaxrelief.org help you get up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. Okay, let's go to the mail. Tony LaFrazia, Winthrop, Massachusetts, just north of Boston. Bill, I can understand why Fox News is being sued, but isn't this type of reporting routine procedure for other media organizations? Shouldn't we be seeing these types of suits on a daily basis? Not at this level, because you have to show damage, and then you have to show malice in assessing the damage. It's very complicated to do it, Tony. Very complicated. This is a very rare case. Bonnie, Fox News having a case heard against them in Delaware is sure they would lose. Like Trump, Fox News can't get a fair jury in the blue precincts. Maybe. I don't think that was a consideration myself, but it could have been. Michael, concierge member. Michael gets direct access to me. We suggest you might want to research concierge membership on BillO'Reilly.com. It will enhance your life. It will. I don't believe Dominion as a company is worth anywhere close to their demand. I'd also like to see how they will prove damages. Well, we're not going to see any of that because Fox decided that they didn't want to do it. Simple as that. Alana, I don't think anyone will ever convince me that the election wasn't stolen. Just like Kari Lake in Arizona. How do you explain that one? I don't have to explain it. If Kari Lake in Arizona running for governor was a victim of fraud, let's see it. You see, this is what I mean. And I'm not diminishing your opinion, Alana. If you want to think the election 2020 was rigged, you're entitled to that. But you can't state it as a fact. Gus Pullen, Houston, Texas. I've watched you since Inside Edition, Bill, and you have the best news program anywhere. I'd like to hear more about Ukraine. I can't see anything but Russia winning. Russia isn't winning. All right, Russia is getting its butt kicked economically. In fact, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal that said Russian millionaires have declined half. Believe me, the oligarchs over there are furious. You got to be patient here, but Putin is not winning, and he deserves to lose. Bradley Rayfield, Apache Junction, Arizona. Why are so many people in the USA so obsessed with promoting gay and transgender people? Because they see them as underdogs, and the left in particular loves the underdog, and then is virtue signaling to try to help them. That's what this is all about. Suzanne Stemler, Pembroke Pines, Florida. Would you please tell us where we can read Victor Davis Hanson's column? Now, Suzanne, this is for you, but for everybody. All you have to do, and even I know this, and I am the most internet illiterate person on the earth. All you have to do is type in Victor Davis Hanson on Google, hit the little thing, and he will pop up, and his columns will pop up or anything about him. So it's so easy now. It's one of the advantages of the machine. Lisa Dunnick, Abington, Massachusetts. I recently changed my membership from premium to concierge on BillO'Reilly.com. Thank you, Lisa. I'm writing to you today to say thank you for all you and your staff do. Listen, we are on it. That's all I can tell you is we are on it. right? Whether you're a concierge member and you have a problem, you need it solved immediately, we'll get to you within 24 hours. Okay, we are here to serve you, not only in news gathering, but on other levels at the concierge membership program. Thomas Varvello, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you for the great work you do. You know, Thomas, it was a simple note you sent me, but it's touching. I appreciate it. You're welcome. We work very hard. I mean, just compare us to these mammoth organizations, the amount of information we flow out to you, and we're not apologizing every day and getting sued and all. We're giving you what reality is here. Okay, so we want you to go to BillO'Reilly.com and consider premium or concierge membership. Get a free book of mine, anyone you want, if you sign up, which, you know, pretty much, and if you take some of our discounts, the membership pays for itself. We are having a new bumper sticker, all right? It says, atheism, nothing there. You get 2 of them free if you buy anything on BillO'Reilly.com. We will have packs of 5 that you can buy, but, you know, we have these great women's polo shirts from Mother's Day. We have mugs. We have concierge and premium membership, as I mentioned. So you get that. You get the free book and the bumper stickers. Come on, come on, come on. And then we have the Team Normal gear, right? Team Normal gear is flying out of here. You get the bumper stickers with the Team Normal gear as well. Word of the day, no vexation. V-E-X-A-T-I-O-N. Back with the final thought in a moment. Hey, it's time to take care of your liver. Data from the American Heart Association indicates that adults with fatty liver were 3.5 times more likely to have heart failure than those without. The American Liver Foundation says that 100 million Americans have fatty livers. These days, we throw everything at our bodies: cholesterol, alcohol, toxins, statins, cigarettes. No wonder so many of us have a sluggish, fatty liver. Your liver helps your body with hundreds of daily functions. It's time you help your liver with Liver Health Formula. Liver Health Formula is an all-natural, American-made supplement that contains 12 clinically proven botanicals to recharge and protect your liver. So try Liver Health Formula and receive a free bottle of nano-powered omega-3 to keep your heart healthy. Go to getliverhelp.com/bill, claim your free gift. That's getliverhelp.com/bill. So here's the final thought of the day. I tried very hard because of my background. I worked for Fox for more than 20 years. It's a different place now than it was when I left. But I tried very hard to be fair to them. And the column that I wrote on Sunday is still available to you. You don't have to be a member of anything. You can just go in and read it. Was that everybody in the media had convicted Fox before any trial even started, which was wrong. Okay? Got to let things play out and see cross-examination. Well, when I wrote that column, the left-wing press goes, O'Reilly is sympathetic to Fox News and he's supporting them and all of that. Then, after the settlement, I wrote the message of the day, posted, you can see it. It says, Fox's foolish coverage of the voting machine thing led to this mammoth payday. What's the headline? Same far left organizations. O'Reilly bashes Fox News. I didn't bash anybody. I told the truth. Now, I'm going to be discussing this tonight on News Nation with Cuomo, and I'll tell the truth again. I'm not bashing. I'm not supporting. I'm reporting. I know the far left media doesn't understand what that is, but I've been around long enough to know what it is. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.